Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Riddick TV, and today I am going to be bringing y'all my top 3 builds for the range class for Shinobi Striker. If y'all haven't seen my top 3 attack builds, there will be a little pop-up in the top right hand corner right about now. Go check out that video and give it a like and a comment. But without any further ado guys, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Before we get into our first build, make sure you guys give this video a like, you subscribe, and you comment down below on what your favorite range build is and why. So let's go ahead and hop right into this. So this first build is going to be a non-DLC type build, so anyone that is new to the game or doesn't have any DLC can use this build. For the weapon, we're going to be using a sword. However though, you can use anything you have. I just prefer the sword because it does come with kunai and you can do some really cool combos, and you can actually stop people's jutsu with the kunais from the sword. For the ninja tools, we're going to be using the Senbon. This works just like kunai on the attack build, but these kind of have more punch. If you already have the Demon Wind Shuriken unlocked, you can also use this one as well. For our costumes, you want the top skill to be First Blood, which boosts the secret technique gauge charge speed, and your bottom skill is Clear Mind, shorten ninjutsu cooldown times. You don't have to be running the exact same outfit I am, just make sure that your builds has these abilities. And you can use any type of accessory you want. For your ninjutsu, I'm going to be using the Super B-Scrolled Bird, which comes from Sai, and this jutsu basically will blind the enemy, and it also can do up to like 5 hits and it knocks them back. And then with a follow-up jutsu, you want to do Detonating Clade Twin Birds from Dayz. This is a great jutsu that I think is very underrated because it does a lot of damage and it does cover a lot of range. You'll see it in the clip after I explain everything. The substitution jutsu, you can use anything here, but I'm going to be using the lightning style shadow clone jutsu just because it can like shock the enemy and it will paralyze them. It's an overall great shadow clone jutsu. For the secret technique, we're going to be using Kirin. You get this from Sasuke, not from Boruto, but the Sasuke in Shippuden. Now, if you don't know what the secret technique is, it is a lightning bolt that comes from the sky and it will kill anybody that's in that certain vicinity. If you have played some Ninja World League and you got the ultimate ninjutsu scroll, this is a possibility that you'll get, and this is overall a great secret technique. Now, without any further ado guys, I hope you guys enjoy this clip of this build, and I will see y'all in a second. With our second build. Now this build is going to be a DLC based build, and if you guys don't have these VR masters already, after watching this video, I hope you guys really consider getting them because they are kind of essential for the range class. So for the weapon, we're going to be using Sasuke's Ninja Blade Boruto. It's just like the sword I showed in the first build, but this one will just look cooler in game. Now the scientific tool, we're going to be using the scientific ninja tool Rasengan, and if you'll watch the attack video, you know what the Rasengan does, but if you guys are just here for the range builds, the scientific ninja tool Rasengan is more like a heat-seeking missile. It will do anything it will to hit the enemy that you're trying to go for, and it also works just like the Rasengan ninjutsu. It will knock the people back. And how you get this ninja tool is by buying Hokage Naruto. And if you guys don't want to buy Hokage Naruto because you're not an attack build, that's okay. You can use Demon Wind Shuriken or anything that you have for the ninja tools. For costumes, I'm going to be using the same thing, First Blood and Clear Mind as the top and bottom, and you can use anything for the accessory. For the ninjutsu, we're going to be using the dual fireball setup, which consists of ninjutsu number 1, which is the fire style fireball jutsu. You get that from Sasuke from Shippuden, and we're going to be using the fire style majestic destroyer flame, and that comes from Madara. Now, how I would usually play this is I would always do my fireball first, because most likely they're trying to they're going to get out of the way. Then I'm going to use the majestic destroyer flame, and that will pretty much hit them 9 out of 10 times. For the substitution jutsu, we're just going to use a simple substitution jutsu, but however, you can use anything on this list you guys want. And for the secret technique, we're going to be using Takemichizuki no Kami, and that basically is a Susanoo that flies and will hit your opponent, and it's kind of a guaranteed KO, but sometimes it glitches out and it will just say it will hit the character instead of killing them. Now, if you don't want to use Takemichizuki no Kami, I would highly recommend Tandem Paper Bomb from Tobirama, because that is overall a great secret technique. Before we go ahead and get into this third build, guys, make sure you guys leave a like on this video, you also subscribe to me, and you also leave a comment down below. Without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and let's hop straight into this third and final build. For the weapon, we're going to keep it the same at Sasuke's Ninja Blade from Boruto, and we're going to be changing some things up, and we're going to go ahead and go with the Demon Wind Shuriken. It works just like the Rasengan, but instead of the Rasengan, it's a blade, and it does basically the exact same thing. And like before, the top skill we want to have is at First Blood, and the bottom skill we want Clear Mind. And the accessories, you can choose whatever you want. For the ninjutsu, we're going to go with the Onyx Chidori, which works just like Sasuke's Chidori from Shippuden, but this one is more updated from Boruto, and it does a little bit more damage. And for our second ninjutsu, we're going to be using the Inferno style Flame Control. Now, you might be wondering why use Flame Control instead of Flame Lightning. Well, Flame Control is, I would say, less toxic, but it does the exact same thing. Flame Control will damage your opponent over time because he will be essentially burning. For our substitution jutsu, we're going to be using the same normal substitution jutsu, but you guys are more than welcome to use anything on this list. And for our secret technique, we're going to be using Tandem Paper Bombs, and that comes from Tobirama. This is a good secret technique because you can bait your enemy to come hit you when the Tandem Paper Bomb is down, and it will blow up your opponent. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed this build, and I really hope you guys enjoy the clip of me playing. This is probably one of my favorite builds. that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope y'all really enjoyed this top 3 range class builds. My next video is going to be covering the defense side builds, but don't forget to comment down below what your favorite range build is and how you would tweak mine up. With that being said, guys, this is Riddick TV, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.